the cover itself, it's victim to warrior, and I put the victim in black because you're in a very dark place, and even if you look at the cover, it's going from a darkness to light. Literally, that's what it symbolizes. And the first chapter itself, it gives a little bit of darkness, meaning it's no way by means graphic. It's not at all graphic, so I hardly say that it would trigger anything. It's a matter of I'm trying to relate to the reader, meaning they would be able to invite me and my story into their lives because they've been through something like this. That's why I'm trying to gain the reader. And then the specific thing I want to tell the reader also is that there are exercises, and if you are really serious about healing, and if you have made a conscious decision that, yes, I need to heal, my advice is to have a goal for yourself, meaning your long-term goal as to what it is as far as your healing is concerned, and then have little goals every day to that would take you to their overall goal. So when reading my book, I explain the phases the critical phases that you need to go through in order to be fully healed. And when you're going through these phases, I also give a lot of exercises and things that I did to get myself to where I am today. And so I highly recommend you do the exercises then and there when you read the book. Just like close the book and go do it. And I also recommend that the reader takes a lot of time to read the book, not just read it like a novel. I mean, this is not meant to be read like a novel. It's meant to be read stage by stage, and just say you read one chapter and close the book and try to reflect on your life and see where you can use this information or advice and how it relates to yourself and what you need to improve in your life and in order to get to where you need to go. So it's very directly addressing their healing process. So I suggest take time to do actually what is said in the book, not just read it and set it aside.
So what are you trying to accomplish with this book? Is there a goal you have in mind?
You mean personal or to the reader?
Yes, like
personal?
A reader and, yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting question. The goal I want to accomplish from this book is I've wanted to write for a while, and I've been pushing it away because writing wasn't my career. Engineering was my career. And but now that I'm really into helping other people more in a much more direct way, this is what's being fulfilled in myself by writing this book is actually it brings me light and power, and it gives me a chance to share what I learned. And also the goal is to put things into more perspective, like I said before, like connecting the dots. And because everything was just in my head all these days or years, now it's more organized information, and I want to enter the whole world of being an author, and I want to continue to write and be on talk shows like Diana's, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, you've given me the platform to be able to want to do this even more. So It's an absolutely amazing thing to be able to help other people who walked in their shoes and you see them suffering. It's really fulfilling to me. And to the reader, the goal is to get them out of the hole they are in now. So if you're a victim, if you've gone through pain, if you are in a situation where you're stuck in life, the goal is to get them out. So this is a starting point. It's like a boost to see yourself in a different perspective and to get out of that hole.
Do you think that writing is your calling, and why?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It has been a calling. So when I was employed at the company I was in, I was doing machine integration engineering, and I loved it, but I knew deep down in my gut, I knew it was not my life's purpose, and I was just dying to find out. So it's kind of an interesting incident that happened, and I made a wish. I was so frustrated because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know the calling. So I made a wish, actually, and it was right before the layoff, and I made a wish, and I literally prayed. I'm not religious. I'm only spiritual, so I prayed to the universe. I just put it out there. If I'm meant to be somewhere else, just please show me the way. That's all I said, and I just kind of ran it in my head. I just kind of asked for an answer, and then here comes the layoff, and my whole life is in turmoil, and my whole life came crashing down one more time after the abuse. This was materialistic abuse. I mean, I lost everything. I was down to $0 in my bank account, actually negative. So anyway, so it was another calling. I did ask for an answer, and hey, I got it. But then the important thing was after I kind of settled myself after the move to San Francisco, I kind of looked back and realized that this was my calling, and it was meant to be. I felt so right when I left Indiana to drive San Francisco, and I just, after that, from that point onwards, I just followed my heart. I mean, I did not care about logic. I mean, if I were to have given a logical explanation to the things I did after the layoff, I mean, I would not have been able to give an explanation because I just followed my heart, and I didn't bother explaining myself to anybody. And here I am. I am really fulfilled, and I really love what I do now, and I love writing. So
yes, I guess, yeah, you fulfilled your wish. And do you feel like the whole experience you went through, it was actually taking you to the better place and to get your wish to come true? So most of the time things happen for a reason.
Which part did I go through? I'm sorry.
To the whole experience, to the domestic violence, rape, and everything. Do you think like this happened to teach you something, to learn from something?
Oh yeah, I actually explained that in my book too. I'm glad you asked that. I believe that everybody has a wake-up call. I mean, everybody will have a wake-up call. Some have it earlier in life, some have it later in life. But everybody, if you're open enough to see it, you'll see it right away. I think that's the key. Even the bad things that happen to you, I'm not saying it's good that it happened to you, but I would not have my life any other way. I mean, I discovered things that I had no idea about myself, and I wouldn't have done it if I was put through so much pain. Excuse me. I was miserable. I was down all the time, but now, I mean, I have completely eliminated everything negative from my vocabulary, and it's not hard. And I get pretty much whatever I want, whenever I want, because I believe in it. And I think everybody who has gone through abuse, things have a reason. If you look very closely into your life and analyze it, I'm sure you'll find out the reasons as to why you were in that situation. I'm not trying to justify that it's appropriate. It's never right. But if you try to switch your perspective about your abuse, then I think that would be the key to opening the doors to yourself, to the areas that you've never even seen before. So I think for me, definitely it was my wake-up call from my own being. That's what I call it. My mind, body, and soul. It just was the call where I was able to unite myself from the separate entities that we consider your mind, body, and soul to be. I considered my experiences, all good and bad, have combined and united in order to be who I am today.
Yes. And can you tell where are the places where people can read your articles? You write really amazing articles about your experience, and you inspire people with them. Can you tell us where the others can find you?
Yeah, thank you for that opportunity, Diana. I have my blog, which is victimtowarrior.com. Please feel free to check it out. And I have all the talk shows that I host with co-host with Diana posted on there, and also I write articles on basically steps on how to heal, how to even step into your healing journey. And I'll also have quotes and videos, meditations. It's a helpful guide with a lot of resources. It's, again, victimtowarrior.com, and I also have a Facebook group. It's an inspirational group. It's not necessarily a group where people come and share your sad story to feel sorry for one another. It's a very inspirational group. So it's also called Victim to Warrior, survivors of sexual abuse, domestic violence, and rape. And I have a Facebook page called Victim to Warrior. A Facebook page is called Warrior Inspiration. And you can always email me if you have personal questions or find me on Facebook. Email me at victim and number 2 warrior@gmail.com. And stay tuned for my book. It's coming out soon. And I really appreciate the support that everybody has been giving me, especially you, Diana, for giving me this platform to be able to help people even more.
Thank you so much, Shelli. Thank you for being on my show. I'm so thrilled to have people like you around me. Good luck with your new book, and I'm here to help you anything you need. And you can find more about our show and everything what we do with Shelli at dianabelaros.com. And I have my book, The Journey of Transformation, already published. You can find it on Amazon, and it's on giveaway on goodreads.com. You can go and enter and win the book. So thank you so much for listening, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I hope Shelli helped you with her experience. And if you have any questions, you can always email us and register to my website or Shelli's website. Thank you so much. Goodbye till the next Friday, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Thanks. Bye, Shelli. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana. Bye.